Welcome back to a new video. Today I want to actually continue the series where I just go back and explain price action. So today we got just gonna go to Australian dollar, US dollar, and we go back to yesterday actually. So we're gonna mark our times as usual first. As you can see here, one for Asia Open, London, New York, and later New York, where it normally also takes liquidity. Now we have our zones. Before we get into the video though, I want to quickly introduce my partner, my Flash Funding. I'm not just saying this because they're my partner. I really like this prop firm and I think it will be one of the biggest in the future. They have such a small profit target by just 6%, which is easily obtained by just two 1 to 3 risk reward trades. And if you want to get yourself an account, this is my code. Link is in the description, and let's go into the video. Okay, so as you can see here, we have consolidation here. It's really choppy, and if you go in lower time frames, you see that it's even more choppy. And what you can also see is that it kind of took liquidity here, because this was the original consolidation here, and this one kind of looked like a trap where it took liquidity, then actually went up, took the real liquidity, and then we had a strong down move, and then we created the BPR here, taking out this liquidity down there, and then reacting to it and going higher, which I wouldn't have traded, but you could trade in the moment you see that it disrespects this fair value gap and you see that it goes back into it. It's more likely to go for the liquidity there, and it's matching with the bias because overall we can see that we clearly want to go up. We had like a strong impulsive downward, what I told you last time. We had a strong down move, and now we had like the consolidation here, and now there's the moment where it wants to go up and go to the 50% mark into fair value gap or something. It's all the time the same. It's always the retracement. So this one really looked like it wants to retrace. So I wouldn't have went bearish after seeing this consolidation after this impulsive down move ever. So what we could have just hunted for this liquidity, and even further we could have took like this last impulsive down move and made our Fibonacci. Okay, this is actually not that far. You can see that it reacted to the 50% mark here, went down to it and actually continued to go up. Then there was news clearly, so it manipulated the market, but then it reacted to, I guess, an order block right there after taking out this liquidity. Maybe if we take it for the whole move, we can see that it wants to go up, and now it actually goes down. So after it reacted here, and we actually went down and up again, I know that it had its peak, and the news didn't really matter anymore. And we have our 16 times soon where it hunts for liquidity. So actually, this was the time where we could have entered after seeing it took out this liquidity. We had like the retracement now, and we want to continue to go down. You could have like entered here after reacting with the fair value gap, break structure here, and either take like a really long position, which I wouldn't like in this scenario, or we just go for the next liquidity that we see. So the next liquidity would be down here and this one. Even though this is not a good one, so I would take it as first DP, but I wouldn't make it break even after and aim for this next. This is, I think, a really good setup because overall it's matching and just retrace to that thing, and then we went down. Go for the liquidity. After took liquidity, I think we are overall bullish still. After what happened here, I'm still in a swing trade actually, where I'm up like 100 euro or something, but it's only a small account. So also, I'm hosting a giveaway every second week where I'm giving away 2 10k funded accounts. So if you want to check that out, link is in the description, and let's go into the video. We have like this thing here. I entered somewhere there. I don't know where exactly I entered because I deleted it for the video. But I entered somewhere there and we're still long, even though I wasn't drawdown some time, so it's probably like here where I entered. I don't even remember. It's like so long ago. This is like a swing trade I hold for 2 weeks. I normally don't do this, but I just wanted to try since I just felt like it. And swing trading is kind of the same. It's just that I think swing trading is even better, but you have to wait like so long to find a setup. So I don't like it, but yeah. So this one would be a trade I would have taken, and then this was way too choppy. This sweep was kind of fine, I guess, but I wouldn't trade it because there's spread out soon. So this is nothing I could have traded. This I wouldn't have traded because this looked bearish, but overall we're bullish, so this just doesn't match the bias. But this one you could have traded. We can clearly see that it made a BPR, so 2 fair value gaps on 1 point. We're gonna take the fair value gap that is lower, because if you go here, we always want to have it under the 50% mark or in the range, and this is just a fair value gap on the 50% mark, so you can take this, and we see the reaction of it perfectly here. You could have scaled down and this made a quick scalp after 1 minute track structure. Take this as a stop loss and take this as a... Actually, you can make it with some briefing under the fair value gap, and then you actually have a good trade, and you could have traded this one, I guess. Let me see what would have been tradable as well. This one actually looked really good. We see that there's like the New York Open, and right at this, it took this liquidity and went into a fair value gap here. Obviously, it's easier to say after I see price action, but this just makes sense if you see it, you know? Or this order block, reacted off this order block here, this whole thing. And you could have entered after breaker structure, like a good breaker structure right there. And also aim for at least this liquidity, which we have. We could have took this as our first TP, and actually, I don't know. I wouldn't have traded this because I don't see better TPs. I normally don't like to make a TP lot above the 50% mark because there's like the usual point where it reacts, so I wouldn't have traded this at all either. And I think this was it. Last time I actually like lost on EUR dollar, but this would have been a good day if I traded it. I didn't trade it, sadly. But whatever. I hope you learned something. If you have any ideas what videos I can make, type it in the comment section. Use my code Nikex and see you next time. Bye bye.